Have you ever wanted to know what it's like to live in a small house in the middle of the forest and also have roommates that freeload off your cooking? Well, do I have the game for you. Creature Kitchen, a recently released indie game making the rounds on the internet with its cozy, creepy atmosphere. Today, I just want to take a look at what this game has to offer and share a little history about it. Also, to give my short opinion on this title. So, who made this cool, creepy game? Well, it's an indie studio called The Rat Zone. It's a small team of indie devs of about 5-6 people who have been working on a handful of games for a couple of years now. They have two previous titles that you might have seen before. There was Sender from 2023. It's a short horror game where you drive around a tundra searching for aliens in a big ass car. Then you have Chairs, a wacky epileptic platforming adventure where you play as a chair. And lastly, we have Creature Kitchen, the game we're here to talk about. A dark, creepy cooking simulator game. Now, I haven't played the first two games the studio has made, but it seems like the reception to all of these games have been very positive. I might check out Senders and Chairs at a later date, but let's get back on track and let's focus more on what Creature Kitchen is. Creature Kitchen starts off with you in the middle of the forest. You make your way to a house after following this weird glowy wisp type thing. I'm assuming this house belongs to your grandma or something, as when you enter the house, there's this note left for you on the fridge. It talks about how they suddenly left, and on a short notice, they ask you to look after the house. Further in the note, they tell you to keep them fed, and you should have nothing to worry about. The note also mentions how there's a bunch of recipes strung up around the house. These will give you ideas on what to cook. Who the hell just leaves loose recipes all around the house? This is like straight up schizophrenic behavior. What? You don't want the government to find grandma's hot brown and cold yellow recipe? The more you look around the kitchen, you'll also come across a book listing all of the inhabitants of this house. The first page serves as a tutorial. Each subsequent page has a small riddle to help you lure out these creatures. After you find them, you take your Polaroid camera and take a photo of them. You then go back to the book, and here it shows you who they are, what they want to eat, and what level of friendship you are with the beast. So how do you cook in this game? Well, with a magic oven, of course. What? You don't have an oven that magically makes you food? Yeah, me neither. If I did, I'd be the star in the next episode of My 600-Pound Life. I guess an air fryer is close enough. So, the magic oven can't do all of the work. It's not that easy. Some recipes do require more prep, and that's where the cutting board comes in. You can cut vegetables, cheese, and mushrooms, as most recipes require things to be cut. Then you have the mixer. Just takes two ingredients to combine them into one. Like raw beef and salt makes ground beef. Water and flour makes dough. What the hell is this, a Soviet recipe? Don't you need, like, yeast for a dough? Whatever. After that, you can just toss in the ingredients into the oven, shut the door, and out comes
Clam chowder condom.
a delicious meal. After you make the right food for these freeloaders, then in traditional transactional relationship fashion, you receive 1 point of affection from them. And once you gain a creature's full affection, they give you a key to unlock either another door in the house or a cabinet in the kitchen. This is how you progress in the game and start peeling back the layers of why you are here. Alright, so from here on out, I'm just gonna say you have a spoiler warning for the rest of this video, as now I'm going to brush over some of the sections of this game that I enjoyed. Things like puzzles and later sections of the game, and even the ending. So if you don't want to hear any of that, go ahead and skip to the timestamp if you don't want to get spoiled. So where does this game shine the most? I want to say it's the slow, conscious flow of how you solve these puzzles. Now, Creature Kitchen isn't advanced when it comes to a puzzle-solving game. People who have played harder puzzle games similar to things like an escape room, anomaly game, or one of those point-and-click games like Myst, or hell, even one of those cheap CD ones you see in the corner of a Walmart. Link in description. The puzzles in Creature Kitchen are all pretty easy. After you feed a few animals, the game starts to unlock some of the rooms in the house. And each one is filled with puzzles, hidden recipes, and some new food items that you will need to progress. The puzzles are fairly easy, consisting of basic pattern recognition, or a few solved by riddles. The riddle puzzles might be the hardest this game has to offer, but if you aren't the puzzle game type, I'm sure you'll feel like a wizard for solving some of these. I know I did, especially after beating the game without looking at any sort of guide, only having to do so to 100% the game. It was the moon. It was the stupid ass moon. This house has 4 unlockable rooms that you'll have to find keys for. Keys are given to you after making friends with the creatures here. The puzzles in these rooms range from easy to extremely easy. You have one where all you need to do is follow diagrams written on the walls, and another one has you putting the colored gem in the colored gem slot. Like, puzzles like these belong on the back of a cereal box. It's so easy. You get the riddles, as I mentioned earlier, which are a bit more satisfying to solve. You got this one that's about weather, and you have to match each weather icon to each day it's correlated with on this piece of paper. There was also this other riddle that stumped me for a second. It describes a man walking around, and it uses the hands of a clock as cardinal directions. It's like using one of those padlocks you got in high school for your locker. The part where I was getting tripped up on was thinking the clicking sound meant I was doing something right, but in fact, I was fucking up. Even with user error, I still had fun with this puzzle. After you unlock this clock, you receive a shard of an amulet, which you then combine with the other half you received from this moth guy. Then you unlock this outdoor section where you meet this cool spectral deer god thing. It's a very surreal scene where he then dubs you the caretaker of these denizens in this house. Then you get this key that unlocks the final thing in this house, which is a lockbox containing a special cereal that this demon enjoys. He is the last creature you feed in this godforsaken house. This marks the end of the game, where you all sit around a campfire. With all of your new friends in tow, you take in the night as this dirty little raccoon passes you this marshmallow on a stick out of his nasty little man hands. Seriously, where the hell did he have this? So yeah, that's how the game ends, with you contracting rabies. Good job. So why do I think you should play this game? Because watching other people play this game can be quote-unquote boring as fuck. At least, that what Reed has told me when we played this. Okay, but in all seriousness, that's only somewhat true. This game is pretty short, but it's also very immersive in its experience. And just watching some YouTuber play it might take that joy away from you. Yes, I understand the irony. You are watching a video about somebody playing the game. Now, I ain't gonna diss anybody who watches Let's Plays. They have their own merit. I just feel, as someone who has played the game, I feel like I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if I just ended up watching somebody play it, like a streamer or something. Also, another thing, this game is being framed as a creepy game, but it has no jump scares or anything, so you shouldn't have any fear you are going to scream like a little bitch in your room at 3 in the morning. Unless you're like me and are utterly terrified by Fresno Nightcrawlers. Man, shit. Whoa, the sex rooms. What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
Open the door.
I'm not answering the fucking door.
Open the door.
I don't like him.
Open the door. Open the door.
I don't like him. I don't
Come on.
like him.
Open the door. Do it.
It's fucking weird looking.
Just open the door. Stop taking pictures of the table. Let him in.
Is that one of the fucking like Fresno Nightcrawlers?
As if I
Hello?
know.
When you walk. This game is a treat to play. Maybe something to kick back to after a long day. Just sit down and play by yourself with a snack and a drink. Making the food while feeding the creatures, slowly making their acquaintance, is a pleasurable experience. Especially the dog. He is cute. Oh, and you can pet him. So if that doesn't make for a good reason to buy this game, then I don't know what will. This game is only $8, the same price as a Big Mac. Let that sink in. So that's my 2 cents on Creature Kitchen. A wonderful little treat of a game. I feel like we need more cozy and creepy games. It's a very niche kind of horror that I think will only become bigger in the near future. Alright, come back next time when we release 1,000 roaches into Henry's new house. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment about your favorite cozy, creepy game. Check out my links below for my shop and links to other projects I work on. Alright, this has been Coda. See ya!